Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl Vermo. I'm back with another reaction video. Today guys, I'm going to be reacting to Ben Shapiro. If you haven't seen any of my reactions to him, click the link above. I have a whole playlist on Ben. This is Ben Shapiro and Brett Cooper. Blow up pop culture at the comment section. Alright guys, my first time checking this out and I can't wait to dive into it. But before we get started, we have some amazing people watching us for the very first time. If you are new to this channel, I am Vera. I do reaction videos. If it's something that you love, why not join Veracity? Hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so that you can always be the first person to know whenever any video drops. And that, guys, let's get into it.
Today, we have a bit of surprise here on the Ben Shapiro Show. It's Brett Cooper from the comment section with Brett Cooper. For those of you who say that we have never been in the same place at the same time, either our green screening is fabulous or we are not the same person.
Or it's AI.
Or it's AI.
Exactly.
Could be AI.
Yeah.
So Brett is here to tell me about pop culture because I'm, approaching 40 and I have almost four kids. And so tell me about pop culture, Brett Cooper.
I'm going to tell you all about pop culture.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you a definition now. Okay, so the thing I wanted to tell you about today, have you heard of sologamy?
No.
Okay, so like polygamy.
Yeah.
Monogamy. Okay.
I can see the root of the word. I feel I know where you're going.
So it's a new trend. Well, it's kind of been starting over the last few years. Like in 2019, Emma Watson said that she was self-partnered. She was not single, she was self-partnered. And that is rooted in self-care and that she did not want to call herself single because that had like a negative connotation.
I'm sorry, who is that self-partnered? People will never cease to amaze me. She's not single, she's self-partnered. What? Sounds hilarious.
Self-partnered.
She's not a they them though, so she's like a she her, right?
She's a she her.
So
yes.
she's not multiple people.
No.
Okay, got it.
She's just,
all right.
She's just being with herself.
Hey everyone! Come and see how good I look!
But now people are taking it so far that they are marrying themselves. Yes, so that's sologamy. So I pulled some TikToks because they're not just saying, it's not just like, oh, I'm committing to myself and I'm going to work on myself, whatever. No, they're having wedding ceremonies, which is what I wanted you to look at. I wanted to be a real life Ben Shapiro reaction. Okay.
A few weeks ago, I went to a self-love wedding. So my friend, Marcy, I love you, married themselves for their birthday. Everyone had to dress up as the opposite sex.
Oh no! Oh no!
Choose, so here are some of those
Well,
outfits.
you can understand why.
And here's mine. The ceremony was so beautiful.
Beautiful.
There was even a flower girl, and Marcy looked so beautiful. The whole ceremony.
What is? Oh my God! There's interpretive dance.
I did shed a few tears.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! That's a really cheap wedding cake for a
For a self wedding?
What in? Well, I mean, okay. So I understand. Like these are not people who are going to find partners ever. So
this is their last resort.
Suffocation, no breathing.
This is basically the person who.
Oh, okay. So people are now marrying themselves. What's up? What's up with this generation? People are not actually marrying themselves. Come on. Gosh.
Who couldn't get a date to prom. They're like, well, I didn't even want to go to prom.
Exactly.
So they're not going to get married because who would do that thing? So
they're being proactive, and they're like,
they're getting ahead of it. They're getting ahead of the story.
Yep.
Getting ahead of the story. It's like when Barack Obama in his memoir was like, I did a little blow. It was like he knew it was going to come out
So he
during
just
the
went ahead,
right. It's already out there. So like these people are going to be single for life. So but now they're owning the singleness.
Yes, it's empowering.
Well, it's the old Woody Allen line that masturbation is sex with the person he loves. So there you have it.
Exactly.
They're marrying the one they love.
This spiked during COVID because everybody was so lonely, and then coming out of COVID, all the women were apparently just drained because of the Zoom dates, and they just spent all this time inside, and they didn't have boyfriends or anything like that. So apparently, there were a ton of these weddings during COVID, and there were all these psychologists that were covering this. We're like, this is like such a wild phenomenon.
President Trump recently suggested from Mar-a-Lago that the dollar is now under fire as the global currency. And that is right. China right now is attempting to replace the dollar with the yuan as the global currency. Well, that could theoretically happen sometime in the near future, but here's the reality. Even if it doesn't happen, do you really trust the federal government with their inflationary policies to protect your savings? I don't, which is one reason why I've diversified into gold. I bought gold from Birch Gold in preparation for uncertain economic times. You can own gold too in a tax-sheltered retirement account with the help of Birch Gold. That is correct. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k, maybe from a previous employer, into an IRA in gold. The best part is you don't pay a penny out of pocket. When currencies fail, gold can be your safe haven. How much more time does the dollar have? I don't know. What I do know is that the federal government is inflating the living hell out of it. Protect your savings with gold the way that I did. Birch Gold has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of happy customers. Text Ben to 989898. Get your free info kit on gold today. Again, text Ben to 989898. Talk with my friends over at Birch Gold. Get all of your questions answered and then diversify at least a little bit into precious metals. Great way to protect your savings. Are you tired of breathing in polluted air in the comfort of your own home? And would you like to safeguard your family's health and well-being? Well, we have new friends over at EnviroCleanse. EnviroCleanse is an in-home air purifying unit. It's designed to destroy cold and flu viruses, allergy-inflaming toxins, mold, and even more. With EnviroCleanse, they promise far fewer colds, allergies, and better sleep. Those are big promises. They even give you a free air quality monitor to test the difference in your own home. If all the home purifiers are the same, then why did the U.S. Department of Defense select EnviroCleanse to protect and purify the air on board our Navy ships, which is pretty important? EnviroCleanse air purifiers, they have hospital-grade technology, and the purifiers come in all sizes, colors, prices to fit every budget. Breathe in some pure air, live a healthier life. Visit ekpure.com. Use code BEN for 10% off your EnviroCleanse home air purification unit right now. You'll also get their free air quality monitor plus fast free shipping. That's $150 savings. ekpure.com, promo code BEN. Again, that's ekpure.com, promo code BEN. Make your family's air quality better. It's easy. Go to ekpure.com, promo code BEN, and get $150 savings.
This one's more elaborate.
Okay.
It's a little less
more elaborate. Wow.
It's a little less they, them, and a little more self-love.
Who's the child?
I don't want to know.
That's sad. The child's like, I'll never have a father now. Wow.
Yep.
This is,
It's so elaborate.
this is.
That's the sound of the price going up.
I do have a question. You mentioned that women were getting tired of Zoom dates,
Yeah.
right? So I do have a question about that, which is why? That seems like the ideal female date because it's just all talking all the time.
Yes, that's very true. You just sit there and you're forced to talk.
Because whenever I go on a date with my wife, she's like, why aren't we talking more? So, like, I feel like a Zoom date is, because normally on a date, like, you just spend time with each other and you're, like, sitting there and the silence
Do an
is okay.
activity.
But on a Zoom date, like, nothing's happening. So I feel like women would be, like, there's an inherent pressure to talk and share your
Probably.
feelings. So women were not cool with the Zoom date.
I don't think they were.
Interesting.
I think
okay,
I
that's
don't
good.
think-
That's good for society.
I don't
All right.
think that things progressed enough on Zoom dates.
Like to marriage?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just like a symptom of the traditional Zoom burnout because everybody was just online anyway, and they were just like, they weren't being held enough apparently. But that one that we just watched, the comments were actually positive, not about her, but people were calling her out on it, and she spent so much time debating these people. Like, the Bible says that in the last days people would be lovers of self. I didn't think it would go this far. And somebody else said, my family would never. That was the thing. So many people showed up and they're applauding this as if it's normal.
What would you do if somebody invited me to a wedding with them? Like, you can't even get me to go to a wedding with another person. If you're inviting me to a wedding with yourself,
Oh, I just wouldn't go.
not only am I not sending a gift,
Yeah.
I might send a drone attack. Like that's
What?
like that's horrifying.
Yeah.
Like,
There's part of me that would want to go because it's so ridiculous.
it's great for your show. Like, you bring a camera and that's like amazing for your show.
I need those little Snapchat sunglasses. Have you seen those that have cameras in them?
You need
So I
like the
can
James
just sit
O'Keefe
there.
team there. with,
Exactly.
like, yeah.
I wanted to do a video with him so that he could teach me how to be undercover so I could go do things like this because I think it would be really good content. But I don't think I could go in all seriousness. It would be for content.
Well, yeah. I mean, how could you go in serious? I would just be laughing the whole time.
I do know people that probably would do this. Somebody else said, no words. If this was my friend, I'd be recommending therapy and certainly not showing up for this foolishness because it's enabling, number one, narcissism, but it's so unhealthy. And it's mostly women. I mean, that first one was even more sad because that was like a 20-year-old girl. It's like, if you've lost all hope at my age, like, you need to change your behavior.
Why are birth rates dropping in the United States? Why? It's a mystery. No one knows.
Because women are
No one
marrying
knows.
themselves.
By the way, if they then have sex with somebody else or marry somebody else, are they cheating on themselves?
Probably.
It's polyamorous
Well, it's
now, or what?
It's not illegal, obviously, because you can't marry yourself. And so they often...
Not for long.
No, I'm sure that they will
In
encourage
Massachusetts, very soon.
There's, in the articles that are about, this self-marriage and all that stuff, they all say, well, of course, you can't have tax breaks yet. It's not legal yet.
Yes.
We wish that you could. And of course, it doesn't mean that they can't date other people. It's like, well, if you're going to marry yourself, go full out.
Yeah, I agree.
Then just be celibate. Actually commit to it.
Exactly, like full priest nun.
They can't even commit to themselves.
Yeah, lack of commitment.
Yep. All right. The last thing on pop culture I wanted to talk to you about, Kardashians. They are all dating a certain kind of man right now.
Okay.
And I think that it's some kind of like Kris Jenner manipulation because Kylie Jenner is now dating Timothée Chalamet. Do you know who he is?
I do know who Timothée Chalamet is.
He looks like I could break him in half. He's like
he
a
does.
little toothpick. Yeah.
That's true.
And then Courtney married, oh my God, why am I blanking out on his name? Is it Travis? Travis Barker. She married Travis Barker. Both of them, it's like they've moved on from the black NBA players, and now they're dating who I call the wet cigarette men. They have no testosterone whatsoever. They are this big. They are all smaller than all of the Kardashian women. Mathematically, I don't know how that works at all. And Kim was dating Pete Davidson. It's the same genre of man.
The shift from Kanye to Pete Davidson, that's a radical shift.
It was.
I mean, I have to say, that's like, I can't think of a much more radical shift than Kanye to Pete Davidson. That is, first of all, I don't understand the Pete Davidson phenomenon at all. It makes no sense to me.
Girls like him because he's sweet and he's funny and he's not a toxic masculine man.
He doesn't seem super masculine generally.
He
just that is one way to get rid of toxic masculinity, is to not date masculine men at all.
Exactly. They will just become passport bros. Oh, have you heard of passport bros?
What is a passport?
Okay, passport bros are men that are so fed up with Western women because we're all apparently so woke and so terrible and Western women don't want to be wives, that they are now going to other countries to find wives.
Like which countries?
Like Southeast Asia, they're going to the Philippines, the Dominican Republic.
So it's like the opposite of the mail order bride.
Yeah. And then all
feels more expensive, but
it is. Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, you can go to these countries and they're usually cheaper. And so a lot of these men get remote jobs. And so they go there and they live in these countries and then they meet these women. And then women in the Western world, specifically the United States, are so pissed off about it. And they're like, you're going to all these countries where these women don't even know how to speak English. They can't even read. They're so uneducated. And then the men film themselves with these women and show themselves on dates. And the women are so elegant and they're so well spoken and they're so traditional. And they're like, look at these women. They're so respectful and kind. And the Western women are, sitting on their, Fresh and Fit podcasts or whatever podcasts, losing their mind over this. But yeah, passport bros.
I mean, I did marry a woman from abroad. I mean, she's been in America since she was 12, but still, she's Israeli. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
You're like a reverse passport bro.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she came here and she got citizenship, so kind of.
You didn't import her?
I did not import my wife, no.
Make that very clear.
Okay, whoa, I love this. Ben Shapiro and Brett Cooper. That is his daughter. Father and daughter. I love their chemistry. Father-daughter bond. It's actually lovely. Okay, so going to all this bullshit, knowing yourself, it should be a crime. It should be a criminal offense. Why would you marry yourself? I won't lie, I can't go to such a wedding. And like she said, if I would be going, it's just to create content. Yeah, I would want to go there to create content, just to, watch the whole thing, and because I'll literally be laughing. It sounds so hilarious. You're getting married to yourself. This is actually my first time hearing this, and this is weird. It is crazy. It should be a crime. It should be punishable under the law. Gosh. And that was, oh, she looks so pretty. The event was so beautiful. I'm like, what the heck? Really? Marrying yourself. Indeed, these are the end times. The Bible was right. These are indeed the end times. Gosh. And what she said about the Kim Kardashian is so funny. Gosh. What do you guys think about this video? Drop a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a huge thumbs up and please share this video. If you're new to the channel, join Vivacity. Hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so that you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.